Right, as promised, we're going to talk about the three helmets that I own. From my left to my right, and your right to your left. Shark RS Spartan, Shoei GT-Air 3, LS2 Strobe 2. Now, three very different helmets. Budget modular in the LS2 Strobe 2. Full-faced sports tourer in the Shoei GT-Air 3. Considered a premium helmet with a 500 quid price tag. The LS2 was 80 quid. The Shark RS Spartan, which cost me 300 quid. So we've got a mid-range, higher range, budget end. So let's talk about them. This was my first helmet. Then I brought this, then I brought this, okay? Now, I've got to retire this helmet as I've had a crash in it. I'm thinking about sending it off to a lab to get it checked, actually, scanned, to see if it's still got its integrity. One, because I think it'd be good to share that with you guys if we do that and what the process looks like. And two, saves me throwing away a 500 quid helmet. So, let's talk about looks. The LS2 is a modular facelifting helmet. I think it's by far, struggling there, the weakest one out of the three. Don't like the rubber band. Obviously it's a budget helmet. Right? The main concern with this is hitting its safety certs, right? Which it has done. Then we've got the Shoei GT-Air 3. Very cool graphics in my opinion. I believe this is called the Discipline. Lovely. Then we have the Shark RS Spartan, which is just matte black with the gunmetal grey accents. Yeah, all my shits, I don't make it pristine for the videos. This stuff gets used, it's worn, I'm real, keep it real with you guys. So, this is by far the worst looker. Out of these two, which one do I think is better? I think it's the Shark Spartan. How am I measuring that? So if I look at this and go, this is just plain black with accents. If I took this one and it was just plain black, it wouldn't be as good looking. And then on the contrary, if I took the graphics of this and put them on this, and then put them back to back, this wins by a long shot. So the best looking Spartan, without a doubt. So let's talk about the visor mechanism. So the strobe is just a push up. What I will say is you can tell it's budget, unfortunately. The visor flexes and bends because it's just pushing. It's not got many clicks. As you can see, it's got lots. Whereas the Shoei, lots of clicks, less flex on moving it around. It's just a push up and down. There's no button really. I think is there a button? I can't remember this. Yeah, there is a button with this one. To unlatch it, up it goes. With this one, there isn't. But that latch isn't too strong, I'm gonna be honest. As you can see, I'm putting it up there, and it goes. The Shark Spartan on the other hand, you ain't getting that up really without the latch up. Look, not coming up. Press the button in on the other hand, slip it up. Now I would say, their visor mechanism, not only does the visor not flex on bringing it up and down at all, it's got many more clicks. I'm gonna come show you. So look, look at the clicks on this watch. So watch, listen, look. See the range of different clicks to where you could keep the visor is way more than this. Look, I'll try and go slow for you. You see the flex? Look at the flex in the visor, look. See? They're just not the same, see? See the difference in the... Oh, fucking hell. See the difference in the notches? Still a good helmet, different in quality. So now let's try the Shoei. Right, there we go. Watch the flex. See the flex in the visor? and slightly less range than the Shark. Let's show you that with the Shark again. Just so you guys remember, I'm not just fucking making it up. So look, does it come open? Pop it open. No, look, see there's no flex. And I'm doing it from the side quite easily, right? The others are way harder. So the visor for me is Shark wins. Let's talk about sunglasses inside. The only one I've got access to out of them all is the Shark. They've all got visors, but the Shark's on the top. Nice and easy. Lots of way you put it up and down. Easy to do with gloves, just swipe up and down, job done. The others are fiddly. They are fiddly. And down here, where the fuck is it again? Ah, here, on this one. And you push backwards on this one. So I also feel like you should go down. I feel like that should be out and that should be up, but it's the other way around on this one. And then on the strobe, it's in a different place again, I believe. Yes, so the strobe, it's down here. And again, opposite way to what you'd expect. I feel like pushing it forward should bring it down, putting it back should push it away. It's okay, just not as good as the Shark. So the Shark for me is better on visor and sunglasses. Let's talk about ventilation. Talk about the top hole. On the Shark, switch like that, open and close. On the Shoei, the whole thing. On the strobe, whole thing too. Rating just the mechanism. Shark's the hardest and worst. Then strobe, then Shoei. In terms of letting air in, I would say same again. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Let's talk about the front vent. The Shark's is a little flick your finger here. I wear a chin mount because I use this for recording. By far the worst mechanism out of the 3. The Shoei, big button up and down, nice and easy. And then you have the strobe, which is like a roller. I would say, in terms of the mechanism, best, second best, worst. Now, in terms of letting air through, it follows the same route. 1, 2, 3. Reasons being, when you roll this down, obviously you've still got this all kind of blocked off because of the way it's angled, yeah? And this one, the Shark, all the vent holes are they're on the top, you see? So it doesn't capture a lot of air. Okay. So next, comfortability. The least comfortable, not that it's uncomfortable by the way, it does beat this in one comfortability aspect actually, where the straps have got enough padding all the way around, so it's under your chin, the padding continues all the way through on this, look. Yeah, see it? Whereas on the Shoei, it doesn't do that, look. Doesn't quite meet, which means you end up with a bit of strap on your chin, which means it's a bit less comfortable under here than the 80 quid helmet. But that's again, the 80 quid helmet is more comfortable here than a 500 quid helmet. And the Shark is the same, is the most comfortable there in my opinion. D-ring fit, these are all quick fits, quick straps, ratchet straps, quick releases, what you want to call them. So, still comfortable and beats this in one area of comfortability. Now these two I would say are, depending on the day, hot day, because this has got better ventilation, this does feel a bit more comfortable generally. In a colder day, this one feels better because it lets a bit less air in. This just lets lots of air in, but this could be, as we've spoken about before, I had issues with the gasket on the visor. See how the gasket's exposed? I wasn't able to fix that. That's probably just a me issue, not a Shoei thing. Could have got unlucky and got a lemon, whatever. I'm just going off my experiences. So comfortability, consider I live in the UK where it rains predominantly, always cold. I'm going to give to the Shark only by a tiny, tiny bit. And that could just be this helmet as well. So maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. This one, what I experienced wasn't, this one kind of wins. Okay. Now let's talk. We've talked about ventilation, talked about looks, talked about visors, sun visors, mechanisms, all that kind of thing. Let's talk about noise. So this is the noisiest, this is the least noisiest, and this is the one in the middle. This isn't necessarily more noisy than this in terms of wind noise and noise is going to irritate you. This helmet just has a noise of ventilation, not wind noise though, not that wasn't correct, but you can just feel and hear the wind moving around the helmet a little bit. It doesn't bother you, but yeah, this doesn't have that. So now the question is, out of all these helmets, which one would I choose? It'd be the Shark. I think it's the best all round and value for money. I think this is 200 quid, 220 quid more value than this, 100%. I'm not sure this is 420 quid more value than this. And I don't believe this is 220 quid more than this either. And it started raining. Terribly. Hopefully the audio is not too bad. Oh no, it's hailing. So we're going to try and wrap this up. Buy the most expensive hat you can afford within region. I think about 300 quid is more than enough for a solid fucking helmet. I think once you get above that, you're paying for minuscule gains. I think that's bad form by Shoei. I'm just going to keep it a buck 100. The strap ring is really bad. I don't like the visors, the sun visor mechanism here. And I don't like that it's back to go down and down to get forward to go back. Strobe LS2, phenomenal budget helmet. Can't really complain for 80 quid. And the Shark RS Spartan for £300 for me is the winner. It's the one I'd go with. It's the one I think that's the best. And it's the one I would advise people to get for their first helmet, to be honest. 300 quid. It's probably going to be a bit cheaper now. Yes, it's not. Yes, it doesn't have the prestige of a Japanese name and all that stuff, but it does absolutely everything you need it to, and it does it very, very, very well. And the one last thing that we didn't touch on, because that's my bad, the inners, these are on par with these, 100%. But anyway, if you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff really helps the channel grow. Go check out the individual videos that I did on each helmet, and go check out the rest of the videos around the channel. See you in a bit, bye.